all day. Humble Punch Kick Merchant versus Uni Clear Boss Hilda.
But oh well. Are we still? Yeah, we're running into losers quarters, right?
Yep.
All right. Which means we got NoirKami and EnDEVor running up. So more Akatsuki's owner matchups.
Fun, very fun.
Bet y'all love this one. Rod, it was 3-1 by the way. If you need confirmation.
I already updated it.
Perfect.
Waiting on EnDEVor.
So I think from now on everything's going to be ran on stream. I think.
Yeah, should be.
All right.
Gotcha. Hang on. Next match is going to be. I just updated that. I saw.
NoirKami and EnDEVor.
Yeah, that's going to be the next one. And then after that, then Burnout and Shark. Alright, so the order from here, chat, so you guys know. So losers quarterfinals. Both pieces will be up next. Then winners finals. Losers semifinals. Then losers finals. And then, of course, the grand finale.
Woo! You got EnDEVor's Discord?
Oh, yes. Hang on. Alright, EnDEVor, also, if you're out there in bracket, you're up next as well. ED in there. Okay, hang on. Alright, can do. And for those of you guys out there, while you guys are sitting here, I gotta get back to cleaning this off here. Go on ahead here and support tonight's Matcherino. In order to get that up and going here, you can support via the quests that are there for Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky.
And perfect. EnDEVor is on the way.
Each quest you guys do contributes a total of about 10 to 20 or 25 cents individually. So just take your time and contribute as best as you can. It takes nothing but a second of your time. All the contributions here tonight go towards the top 3 of tonight's general assessment.
All right.
If you guys want to, also feel free to follow my co-commentary duo here, 2 of the general trio of Iacon, NoirKami and Burnout Doom. And follow them via the Twitch and Twitter to support them as you will.
P my Twitter handle. Burnout Doom or no numbers. Anyway, we're getting into it. So once again, it's another zoner, like, rushdown Shoto matchup. But this one is got a little more pace on it, considering Phonon definitely has a lot more tools in, like, the close range game and stuff like that. Like, there's definitely a little bit less on screen, but there's a lot more moving around, if that makes sense. EnDEVor's running his pressure, but, you know. A bold throw there to try and get the cycle back, but unfortunately the match is going to get closed out. It's going to be round 1 for Coach. Oh, good trade. Just too close for that to work out. There's a good meth idea. If it was just a little farther away, it would have been a good confirm. But here he's getting his confirm anyway, coming up on some of the grid cycle. in the perfect spot for that DP. So that's gonna get him, I believe, to the corner. Yeah, he's gonna spend it for the corner carry. Now we get a little bit of Oki, but that Oki only works if you decide to tech. Getting some of these fireballs in. Catches the EX shield. EX shield? No, he didn't spend EX. That's going to be round 1 for Kami, though, too. So we have a little bit close to 100 meter on the board for both of them. Pretty even going into this last round. Yeah, last round. Get a good little bit of cross-up. Spend some of his Vorpal to get the force function confirmed. Very unfortunate on the falling shield. Gets hit with Grid Break B Tatsu. This could hurt. Only a 2.1. I promise it could hurt. We're in a little bit of range here, but Coach is trying to contest Kami in the air. In terms of the characters we're running, that might not be ideal, but Coach comes out on top anyway with the power of perseverance and love for his army. Now this is a guess for game situation. EnDEVor's got a good healthy chunk of Vorpal to sit on, but Kami's gonna dance right over that fireball and get himself situated a little better, but ooh. This is where Kami wants to be. Like right here is rather ideal. All he has to worry about is fireballs when he has meter the EX blitz shot, and then certain normals on the way from the air. But once again, it's Phonon, and he has a very good set of air dominance. So this works out well for him. Coach playing the clock though, which could be big for him. Kami sitting on meter again. He's going to spend the chain shift to try and get in. Small clips, but nothing big. Shields the J6C. Alright, he's going to get this route here. Now he's got to get hit. Whoa. Bold DP sells out the match. That's game 1. The thing with this matchup is there's a lot more back and forth as compared to certain zoners. Like, it's more in the vein of, like, Kaguya, as compared to where Akatsuki versus someone like Yuzu or Hilda is kind of just whoever gets their motion running first. There's definitely a lot more room for pushback in this matchup between the two. So, as we're seeing, Kami staying in, running some strike throw, a DP, and runs up and gets a parry, alright. Nothing big off of it, obviously, due to scaling, but Kami once again in the spot he wants to be. Catches the green shield standing, gets himself a little bit of damage here. Air throw into the corner. Baits the sheet. Ooh! Baits the heat. Okay. Coach is moving. Good chesto. J6C to break the shield. This could hurt a little bit. Wrong convert for it, but it's okay. Guarantees him another counter hit. Nothing off of it, though. Kami's going to start swinging. Find his way out of the oppression, but EnDEVor's still putting... Yeah, he's still going ham. He's still doing his thing. He's, once again, it's just small hits, like... Or not even small hits, but he just needs a couple of good hits in the neutral to start running his game plan and put himself at such an advantage. As we're seeing here, Kami's going to win himself the grid cycle. Green shield there, but unfortunately decides to throw shield. Or yeah, throw a force function there. Looks like Kami could possibly... No, he decides to spend it. No confirm, though. You can tell there's a lot of nerves factored in here when it comes to dealing with Akatsuki pressure like this. But he's gonna get himself... Ooh, very nice run into A. Keeping him on his toes a little bit. Gonna kill with EX Rekka, save himself a meter for the next round. We are back at match point for game 2. Run up throw is insane, okay. Gonna push himself in the corner a little bit. A shield into parry. What a psychopath. So far that bold playstyle has been working. He's been Kami's been looking for certain things and, you know, playing like he's playing like a lot of layers to his pressure and such like that, but Coach is keeping it simple, doing, you know, stuff like this, just throwing shields out. And so now whereas Kami's thinking about a lot of things like pressure, like how he's gonna run around neutral, Coach is trying to get a couple big things. He's trying to get a spare shot in so he can run his pressure. He's trying to get assault J6C, you know, for a big route, stuff like that. He's just trying to get in and hit hard, but Kami doing a little bit of a better job this time around of keeping him out and keeping his pace going. Because once again, it's a matter of who can, you know, run the match. Because if Coach, you know, gets his good hits in, right, fries him a little bit, and then as we've seen a couple times where Coach can just, like, he can afford to run down the clock. But once again, if Kami just, you know, gets him low, and then he just gets to play the game for as long as he wants. I don't think we've seen we have not seen a 2-2X once, though, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure how well that would play into these situations, considering that Coach likes to spend a lot of his options, you know, taking to the skies, but gonna get himself a confirm here. 3K straight to the corner. Goddamn. Doesn't follow through with the full route. Ooh, presses on EX blitz shot. Very unfortunate. Just has a little bit of veil off to spare. Catches the backdash. Okay. Possibly, yep. 4K. Okay. Backdashes on the shield. Doesn't really get anything off of it. Oh. He was not ready for the PSN gambit. Ooh. Tries force functioning the fireball. Very scary spot to be, but he decides to take a step out. Catches with a DP, but he was a little high up for a full conversion, but this kills. And Kami's going to take an extra point on the board. 2-1 now. He's definitely starting to find his way around all the things EnDEVor is trying to get rolling, which now it's Coach's turn to adapt a little bit. Gets a shield here, doesn't have time to throw parry out, so Kami's going to get a little bit of an advantage on the grid cycle. And he's going to get that spare hit, so Vorpal is his, even off a drop combo, but that's okay. DP runs under the J2C. A lot of scrambles, a lot of drops, but EnDEVor's going to hit that big A6C and drop again. Kami's having none of that. He does not want to stay here. Unfortunately, Coach doesn't care. He's going to keep you right here, whether you like it or not. But creeping edge. Oof. No confirm off the EX blitz shot, but does get him where he wants to be. Unfortunately, Kami's okay with that. He's going to press. Decides to spend install, get himself some plus frames. Oh, he could have punished there. He didn't spend the meter, and he had no force function, or not force function, he had no chain shift to work with. EX Tatsu breaks the shield. He could have gotten a combo there. He decided to key charge him. Running a little bit of a Tekken BM right now. Plays a lot of strike throw with a grid break, but gets it back. So he bought himself a good enough amount of time. Not enough to have a chance at the grid cycle, but he can definitely get this next one coming up if he keeps the pressure going. But, ugh. EX shield, yeah, he's invalid. A little bit of gray combos, but that's okay because it keeps him exactly where he wants to be. 4A mash out of the corner. Could this kill? This one hurts a lot. Yep. Wow. That is 3-1. Kami made the adjustments. And yes, another fellow Akatsuki soldier has fallen. This is not looking good for Akatsuki Nation. So, back to you, Rodimus. Yeah, he's not here. Okay. All right. But yeah, that's gonna be moving on to. You said what?
You gotta keep flip flopping. English language, holy shit.
We gotta pass the ball.
Flip flopping who's commentating because we keep having to win our games.
EnDEVor will be back though. This is not the last we will see of him.
Well, for this bracket.
Well, for this bracket is okay, but yeah, he'll be back.
I hope so. Next we have Burnout and HC.
Wow!
Is this HC Nanase, right?
Yeah, this is Nanase. This was the Nanase mirror we had on stream earlier tonight.
Right.
Yeah, coming up on this next one.
I called it too. What I was talking about earlier with the way the bracket plays out.
You said what? Oh yeah, this was your predictions.
It's looking like it. Well,
the parlay.
I didn't even know what the bracket looked like. By the way, before that, I should get into gambling. I should get into betting.
Oh, absolutely.
Professional fighting games.
Absolutely.
But yes, EnDEVor, thank you. It was great having you. Really nice sets we got to watch. A very fun Akatsuki mirror we got to see. And let me ping Shark real quick, actually.
Shark already got pinged, Rods. Got it.
Okay. Sick. Nice. And followed by this, we've got, let's see, are we running winners final or losers semifinal afterwards?
We're gonna be running this semifinal match. We're gonna go into winners finals, and then yeah, loser semis, and then we're doing grands. But yeah,
gotcha.
Yep, it's pretty much the straightforward bid. All right, bets are going to be going up in 1 minute for this. I'm going to cash them out from the preceding bets and predictions. I'm going to try and see if I can get done as quickly as I can, because the next couple of matches are very, very important and is crucial to the lore of Iacon, so I have to tell the story.
Gotcha. Well, round start, burning a lot of grid to get the flow instead of fireball. Gets called by Akatsuki J2C, and that's our start of our first game.
Damn.
Straight to the corner. Let's see if Nanase can handle the Akatsuki pressure. Takes a throw, and ballsy DP. Keeps his turn. Are we going to see a perfect? Is he going to run his turn perfectly into the perfect? Doesn't confirm the sweep. Fireball into keeping his turn. Gets his overhead block. No punish from Nanase. So after the following interactions, Nanase being to, ooh. Sets up the fireball for the Oki. No fear from burnout though. Got some fireball wars going on. Assault over the fireball on some, ooh. Pressure reset into parry.
Alright, chat, bets and predictions are up now. Bets and predictions are out now.
Yeah, CJ, it was or Chris, I believe it is, that is in the chat, CJW. It was great having you. Got round 2 of game 1. We've seen this situation before. Akatsuki in the corner with some crazy shimmy action. Gets poked by Nanase 2C. Amazing button. Nanase's got some really, really nice bars. She's got a 5-frame and some of the best disjointed low buttons in the entire game to try to steal her turn back. And looking kind of even right now. Nanase advantage considering the life lead and the positioning. We're giving up a lot of the positioning to set up fireball though. Gets to punish the air, the TK fireball. Going for C to steal your turn. Classic Nanase move, plus on block EX move to keep your turn. Doesn't get anything out of it though. This could be anyone's. Ooh. The stare down and Nanase X first. Final round for game 1. Overhead blocked into 2-1-4C to steal your turn back like last game. Notice a fireball gets eaten by the Akatsuki. And we're back in the corner. Some really airtight pressure. Really tough to match out of that one. In a situation like this, you probably want to represent shield a little bit more so you can get some space for some more comfortable mashing. But it's a little too late at this point. Got game 1 to burn out. See if Shark can get some momentum going into the next game. See if he made any observations. Make some ability to adapt into the next game. Taking our turn, setting the fireball, set 1 pass. Crazy parry will be our first combo, setting the pace for the rest of the game very likely, with DP into 6C. Would have been a massive confirm, but we couldn't get it to go. And you're gonna hold it on your forehead. Akatsuki 6B, I believe. Back to the Fireball Wars. Shark's got a tendency to give up a lot of his positional advantage and grid, which would help him a lot in the long term if he held on to any of it. That's one thing, very often you'll notice whoever keeps control of the cycle more often has a lot more options to fight back. Shark has been pretty empty-handed in regards to that so far in the set. Got a lot of whiff DPs and J2 being 2C matches to get out. It's working sometimes, but if he had a leverage on some meter, he could fight through those fireballs and probably get a CS to get a DP. 6B on your forehead again. Got a really big confirm right here. I see a second. That is our second perfect in game 2 for burnout. Yeah, some meter would go a long way here. 2-1-4C to steal your turn is nice, but having an opportunity to fight back in situations like that where you feel like you're likely guessing on spots to mash in the Akatsuki's pressure, it's really tough. Coming out swinging 6-6C. We've seen this issue. Oh my god. Backdash bait the throw. Couldn't get the combo to go. He has to extend the pressure. Flashing shielder, that's really dangerous in this spot. Ooh. Scorecard. Oh, and we're gonna spend the 200 meter to end?
Panic Looney Tunes combo.
Looney Tunes combo for the round. Entering match point, no meter. Does he need it? Some very hopeful pokes from 2C. Finally get a air confirm into the non-SA BNB. Set up some Oki, let's see. Got meter advantage. Okay, nice scorecard confirm. Oh, I'm surprised that even hit. Wow. And for once, we've got a meter advantage and cycle. Sent it on 1-4C. Got nothing for it, unfortunately. Looks like we're about to give up the cycle again. Ooh, block the overhead this time. Looks like we're ready. And this could be anybody's round. It's still one touch for both, unless... I didn't think I would actually like that. That's crazy. Last 3-0, Burnout's favor. Unfortunately, Shark didn't get a proper opportunity to represent himself, but we take those. We take those in stride. We play and we learn. Thank you for Shark for pulling up this nice bracket.
GG, Shark. Thanks for coming.
definitely felt like one of those matchups where, or matches, I should say, where felt like either a lack of confidence or knowledge in the kind of pressure that was being ran, or
It's
awareness of meter.
definitely
I feel
it's
like
one of those
awareness of
maul
meter.
or B maul matchups, honestly,
Yeah.
where it's like you really got to get your momentum going first and like pray you keep it.
I could see that most definitely. The thing that was getting me, which I kept calling back to, was the awareness of meter. I feel like there were a lot of opportunities where guys are, trading fireballs back and forth, but both of these characters have projectile invincible moves that allow them to, start their turn.
Yeah,
We saw a lot of 2-1-4C usage, and
like I said when you like earlier with I forgot which match. Oh yeah, it was your match against I think it was EighthGate. And yeah, he only used his EX sword card like once or twice, right?
used it once at the very
Don't get
last
me wrong,
part.
it's an insane move, but it's like you have to be careful where you're like picking and choosing your shots. Like a
Yeah.
lot of the time, I'd be like far out of range to do something like EX Tatsu, and it's like
Yeah.
that's not gonna, cover options. But anyway, our next match I believe is EighthGate and Washed.
Now, these guys go way back. I know that.
I remember. Ooh. Eighth, you gotta get your 50 back in blood, boy.
They had a $50 money match?
Yep.
No way. I
Eighth
missed
needs
that.
his 50. Eighth needs his $50 back in
Well,
blood
he's gonna get it here.
tonight.
He's gonna get it here. Regardless, both of them got a good
I
chance
remember.
at the pot.
Ooh,
Pot three.
that was a.
Both of them guaranteed third place right here. So somebody's gonna get a piece of that 50, but who wants it more? I think.
Boy, that was
if
a
I were
treat to
Ace, I'd
watch.
want that shit back immediately. Let me ping Wash if no one has already. Oh, he already pinged them. Okay, sick.
Rod's on top of it.
Locked in. From the outside looking in, how do you feel about on paper what the Nanase Hilda matchup like feels like or looks like?
So, if you watched, what's it called? If you were here for the match I did against Washed, where a lot of the times I was getting cooked by like doing like jump, assault, J6C, trying to run that kind of game plan, and I was getting fried for it. The same thing kind of applies to a lot of Nanase's options, right? Like obviously you have hover, you have your fireball, which keeps you pretty suspended for a lot of the time. So if the Hilda player is like smart enough watches for that, she's just running up 3C'ing, cooking a lot of your aerial options. So it's like so it's once again it's still one of those situations where it's like, oh yeah, Nanase got in, party time, right?
Yeah.
But that's when Nanase gets in against a character like Hilda. So it's like, we're seeing that a lot where it's kind of just like maul or B-mauled. There's not a lot of, there's not a lot of back and forth matches
A lot of matchups feel like that in this game. Where it's
like the closest we've seen so far that's been like really, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Where it's not like one-sided dominance the second someone gets hit.
Yeah.
Is like probably like phone on Akatsuki, mainly.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, you get hit, you're playing within your range, and then Akatsuki pushes in a little bit, or Akatsuki's, gets in his range, and you have to get him out and do your thing, right?
Yeah.
These are, you're fighting for your life. Like the second Ace gets here, it's bad. It's a bad situation. And, it's taking full advantage of that. Sets Fireball down,
Oh my God.
gets it with the other overhead. Like, he could kill here.
Most definitely.
He could explode for this. Actually, I lied. I don't know what I'm talking about. But
Honestly,
yeah,
he's
that's
one
a
of the
perfect
higher
round
damage
right out the gate.
characters. It leads straight into 50-50 town, so we'll take it.
No, literally.
Okay, sword car into 2-2C. Keep your turn.
We got a hell of a...
Oh, didn't take his turn off of that block.
That's a thing. Wash is being very, very patient.
Really
Like, there's a lot of spots where you could have thrown in like 2A, 4A, something like that. But
Even in the last set, like especially after the first game in the
that's a
last
good punish.
waiting a lot, really patient, throwing a lot of skewers and such, and really only waiting for overextensions to try to take his turn. Oh, great throw tech. That was a tricky situation. Ooh. Oh god, does this...
He's gonna shoot for it. Nah, that's not gonna kill, but...
I admire it, but... Oh.
Definitely having that guess for game pressure is very nice to have.
Oh yeah.
And now you gotta factor in a DP's gonna kill you. Like, a wake up throw is gonna kill you. Like, there's a lot of things you gotta worry about now. But Eighth's playing patient. Blocks an overhead. Unfortunately, he's gotta wait a little bit and did not wait long enough.
Like
oh yeah, he's cooked. Second round's going to wash though.
Neck and neck right now. Ooh.
All right, we whipping out the blaze blue fucking netter routes.
I'm actually surprised that the 3D wasn't caught by the rain there. It lingers for a little bit, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of really strange situations that happen with Nanase. It's like you gotta be a knower.
Fortunately, I am not.
No kill here, but he does get. All right, guard thrusts him out. This is still very winnable. Once again, it's still a very scary situation to be, but
one bloom setup and you're good to go. Doesn't keep the cycle.
Speak of the devil. Ooh.
Oh
my
god.
I was gonna say very good discipline. He didn't press anything off that backdash, but
better than me. I would ate that shit up.
No, literally, I got hit. But woo, good defense.
Oh, crazy teleport.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Wow, that was.
And that would have been his. That would have been his if he confirmed it.
Literally. That's what I'm saying about these one-sided like situations. Like Eighth lost that pressure, and it was like, there's a chance there. But getting a good assault. No confirm. Ooh, it does get him on the orange throw. Very interesting.
Okay.
Good throw.
Ooh.
DPs doesn't even bother to shield it. Getting his pressure going again.
Oh.
Oh, makes it out. Very interesting. I'm keeping that in mind. 4 to 7 jump back gets you right out of that. I wonder what the situation lies there though for like just pressing something there.
Oh, just pressing something. I think it's a really circumstantial thing. It's one of those things I imagine where.
But
like,
Washed clearly is a knower, so it's like you know.
Yeah. I mean, you play this match
in.
as much as they do. Like you're bound to like run into a situation. Where,
that's a good point.
Autopilot is the only, up back.
Damn, I wish I could say that about Carmine. I just, I do it. I'm like, damn, I'm nice, and then I get hit by the same thing, and I'm watching. I'm like, damn, this is bullshit.
Yeah. Ooh,
caught by the overhead again. I hate that so much. I hate it.
It's really good, and I sleep on it a lot because a lot of people like autopilot into it and they just let it rip immediately, and it's easy to block. But if you delay this a bit and mess with their timing, you can get a lot of mileage.
And then they don't do it and they throw you, and I hate it. I'm thinking about it, it pisses me off, man.
You have to make me play the character again. Duty out the corner, and we're back to the corner, and we're out the corner.
Good creeping edge option. I'm liking the options Wash picks to get out of that disc, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of people usually opt, like, if their character's got a DP, just DP, or they'll, like, try to press a button and then get hit by Nanase DP or something like that. Yeah. But, Wash so far is, like, I'm pretty sure he's 2 for 2 and options, like, picked correctly. So, like, that's very nice.
Him too. Ooh. That's a tricky one right there.
Gets hit with the weaker option of the 3. All he really does is get his throw, no big combo or anything. But that doesn't matter that much for Wash, especially when
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's a situation like this. That's very scary.
If you even do here. Oh!
Yep, trade. As expected.
That's 1-1.
Man, Wash's
watching these
defense
guys
here
play.
is ridiculous. I didn't know there was 2 options to get out of the ring. I really thought it was just like DP or die. Like,
Oh,
but Eighth is picking good situations. That 6 XP was plus, by the way.
He's getting used to that 2-1-4 dive kick.
Yeah. Again,
Ooh.
adaptability.
I think they made.
I thought that
move,
costed grid. Why does she do that again?
Oh, you just do backdash and then you just do what is it 4-7 I think it is in the corner and it gets you out of there. No meter.
Really?
Yep. And you can CS to make yourself safer and keep your turn.
I know all of that. I thought it costed meter.
As far as
or
I'm
something.
aware, it doesn't cost me.
Like, I'm like, there's no way she just gets to float out of the corner for free.
Oh, yeah.
He was holding that for years, by the way.
Yeah.
That was 3 pins. He was holding that for years, bruh.
Maybe that's why he's so patient.
He's been holding that since ST. What in the world?
Opportunist.
Oh, brutal situation. Also, very not good to be on match point. That's gonna be, you know.
We blocked the high-low.
But yep, EighthGate is taking his time. Very good. Gets a little fireball out. Gets to run a little bit of his pressure. Like, who else is doing the 2A like anti-air confirms like that? Like, Jesus, man.
Kind of nasty with it.
That's what I was saying earlier, where it's like EighthGates will like throw out these 2A, like 4A, and like a lot of other players usually like they're just still running pressure, right? They just get like maybe they'll hit someone and they're like, okay, whatever, I'm still gonna keep jabbing. Oh, that's game 2 by the way.
That is
And
no, game 3 actually.
yeah, but it's game 2 for Wash. I meant, my bad.
Yeah.
But like, I completely lost my train of thought.
We were
What was I
talking
saying?
about EighthGate's ability to confirm off the crazy shit.
Oh yeah, like where a lot of people they'll see like that aerial, like they'll jab someone out the air. And it's like, okay, I'm just gonna dash up and pressure again on their tech. Eighth's just getting a confirm off it. Like that's like pretty damn cool. I don't know, that's impressive. Like it takes fast reactions to be able to like see that you landed a jab and be like, okay, yep, that's mine.
Can we talk about the backwards TK fireball for the counter hit? Oh my god. One of the harder things to do on honestly. That gets a lot of mileage. You get throw base off of it. Really nice neutral poke.
I'll be honest. This is like, in terms of non-SA players, I know there's Eighth, and as far as I haven't seen a lot on PSN. Like this is mainly like the one non-SA I really know that's like non-SA.
In my eyes, this is
For
my
sure.
non-SA goat.
But at the same time, Washed is the Hilda on PSN for sure. Once again, I don't know about the PC scene that much. I started playing, but like
we got Toxic on
Washed is pretty prevalent in terms of Hildas.
Who else do we have on honestly on PC?
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Bolt struck.
3.6 float.
Ooh.
Oh, very unfortunate.
You can still win the cycle. Or not.
What in the?
This is.
Oh, very unfortunate. No meter to work with that. Yep, run up. That's gonna be gonna be round 2.
Your meter to represent yourself around these kind of situations, but it's like it goes but so far in some of these situations.
You very much want to hold on to the meter to be like, yeah, I have an option, and just to make them think, right? Like, which Eighth's been doing pretty decently. Like, he's thrown it in for like pressure and like knockdown, obviously, like very solid options to be using it for.
Ooh.
But when he gets caught out in the neutral like that, it's like, ooh, it's a very rough spot to be against someone like Hilda. But he's got Vorpal, he's got 100 meter, like he's doing very good for himself currently.
Ooh.
Oh, trade there. Backs all very smart.
Oh my god.
All right, man.
And that's
EX dive from the top rope. 2-2.
Ballsy. I'm surprised. But you know what?
I do think if he landed that and Washed blocked it, I think it would have been plus off of the ring, off of the fireball that was coming up.
Most definitely.
So, solid option. Like, he was definitely counting on if that didn't land, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just pressure him to death. Which, very good option. Trade here off of a DP, by the way. Catches him with the air fireball and gets a confirm. Let that
Still
sink
got
in.
Tackle though. Tackle and meterless DP.
And he's not biting. He's doing very good for himself on defense.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You might as much mileage as Watch is getting off of the kind of pressure he's running. Like EighthGate has got really diligent defense so far. Both of them really do, honestly. Got
He's getting
got to see
patient,
some
yeah.
adaptation from Wash earlier on. He was getting hit by a lot of the dive kicks, but slowly started to wisen up to the timing EighthGate's been putting on him. Ooh,
Catch with the fireball. Very good confirm.
many such cases. Ooh,
Catches the
scary.
throw. Oof. That's an icky spot to be, man. That's uncomfortable.
Oh.
Raw assault to jump. Okay, yeah, all right, man.
Oh. I don't have any words for that.
That would have been optimal in KOF. That Rasengan killing, getting himself a perfect coming in the last round. But once again, back to the meter talk.
Meter deficit.
0 meter right now. That's very scary.
When you block it out, you get some side
He's
blocking
it out. Gets high profiled by the
foot property on the force function. That's evil.
Both of these characters are just like, they're grimy, man. They're doing some slick shit.
Yeah.
Going back and forth with it, but very unfortunate drop.
I didn't even notice that at
Dude,
first.
wow, what is going on? That was like full screen. What?
God, this could.
Oh my god! Oh, he almost ran into the sword car. He's
You're by
gonna.
the.
Yep.
You're by the.
Garfield, this is the Rumba. Yeah, he's getting hit bad. That's gonna be. That's gonna be match.
That's it. That's the match.
Yup.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wow. What a set.
That's
Good lord.
an insane set. That was insanely fun to watch. Oh my god.
That shit was dope. That was fun to watch, actually. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping we get to see it again in Grands.
Yeah.
He needs his 50.
I'm not fond of fighting either of these characters, but it's like Strive. I like watching that shit.
All right. That was really good though, Eighth. That was crazy. That was a crazy match between the both of you.
Good.
Let's see.
Good on Wash for pulling out that last bit, though. Nanase is no slouch of a character, so.
I've been sleeping on the character. I borderline dropped the character, but that's making me. I always see gameplay like that. I'm like, damn, I need to go back.
You're like,
ugh. Yeah, I gotta be like him.
You're itching for your fix of EX sword car, and
I am foaming at the mouth for that shit. Not gonna lie.
hey, man. Anyway,
X
commentator on commentator violence now, by the way.
So like.
Good luck, man.
Good luck. Good luck. Have fun.
Alright. Chat, I am back for the time being as best I can. I apologize for the constant step-in, step-outs. Dinner and impatient people don't make a really good mix of communications. Alright, we're stepping now into top 4 after winner's finals assessment and Tidal Spike's ascension to slot 1 of grand finals. We move now here into the next piece of the puzzle, starting as we have NoirKami and Burnout Doom both in the contest for top 3. Alright, chat, I'm also going to go ahead and pop bets up as best as I can now. Because I am tired, but we are still in the middle of the work.
Beautiful Amare by Burnout.
Alright. That is the Burnout taking the first point on the bordo. All right, let's see the process of adaptation.
Bro. Oh no! Please be gentle.
Bianchio, boy. Is he? Could he? Will he? I don't know. Let's see. Second closer. Going up potential 2 on the board.
You know me too well, goddammit. I should have stayed on the phone on pick. I should have stayed on the phone on pick. I definitely didn't have the reps on Biak yesterday to land or confirm any of those the way I wanted to.
I was like, don't make me pick Karma, bro. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
But the defense is really good. A lot of good parry stuff and running really strong neutral. I was hoping that inching my way in would like cause a lot more like hasty decisions and shit like that. But no, kept your cool, which is good. Very nice. GG's.
Good games.
Right.
I think we're rolling right into
you versus EighthGate.
All right. Good lord.
All right, we are in top 3. As my kings bow to each other in grace, we now enter our top 3 territory between Tidal Spike, EighthGate, and Burnout. Bets are going up in 2 minutes. And also, let me get you guys in Matcherino. Tidal Spike, if you're watching real quick, go on ahead and join that Matcherino link. I'm going to get ready to tag you to shortly, as soon as my hands are not tied in the promotional doodaddles.
Alright. Burnout with a very, very healthy start. Got heavy control of the cycle, all the meter in the world, and heading towards a perfect if you can keep the pressure on. Okay, very nice 5B counter hit from EighthGate. Oh my god, backwards fireball with misses the DP. Neither of them get anything off of that exchange though. Ooh. Giving up a lot of his momentum here. Unfortunately the DP got blocked. EighthGate did not bite, but EX parry for the win. Round 2 of game 1. Oh my god, 660 beats not say 214. That's wild. I wouldn't even guess that. Oh. Lots of mileage off the parry. Being able to force your opponent to gamble on their own offense is definitely a strength. This game's got a lot of meter he's sitting on. Got the lead of the cycle right now.
You're not wrong. You talk about sitting on resources, and we woke up with a bootin', which you might actually get rewarded for.
He's gonna get
of course, he's gonna get rewarded for it. It's Akatsuki.
Cash out for the.
Cash out for the point up. All right, that's 1 on the board. We start the process of adaptation. Those bets are still coming, chat. Don't worry about that. We are 1 up on losers finals.
Oh wow. Landed just in time to block that fireball. Loses the cycle. Finds itself out of the corner. Eats the overhead to the forehead. Jesus Christ. That is round 2 of game 2. Round 1 of game 2, sorry. Again! I'm gonna say 2-1-4 loses this Koski 660 on round start. Gonna keep throwing rock, or are we gonna rotate some round start options? There's high pressure, got all the resources in the world, he doesn't have to end. Ooh. That's... looks like game 2. He's really feeling himself right now.
Burnout. Oh my damn. Okay, we're at 2-0 pending match point question mark. Could he do this? I don't know. Will I have commentators curse? Who even knows then? Oh my gosh.
This might be the start of a big confirm for EighthGate, but can't get it to go. Gets the throw tech. Immediately punished by Koski. Straight back to the corner. Crazy advantage right now. Blocks the overhead. CS keeps him safe. We're gonna run it back on the overhead. Hold that. Unfortunately. Does that kill? Doesn't kill. Might have a chance here. Oh, he steals the cycle. Very, very strategic grid charge right there. Okay. From the good old reliable stagger. Gets, oh my god. DP on the pressure. Akatsuki's got some pretty good defense now that I think about it. Not the craziest buttons in the world for poking out at super far on defense, but having a 2-2 DP and a parry and an EX parry, shit goes a long way.
It do. Like, you have 3 different versions of a parry, so you got options, and if I'm not mistaken, his EX version is the confirmable one, right?
EX one, yeah, I believe so. Not quite sure if you can confirm the other ones off the chain shift. I don't quite know how that works. And EighthGate getting a perfect, maybe this is the start of his snowball.
Hang on, chat. It could happen.
Where are we on now? Is this... Seeing a roll reversal here. EighthGate sitting on all the meter, got the corner advantage and the chain shift available to him. Oh, that is a nasty Okies in this situation. I believe it's a 50-50. I'm not quite sure how that situation works, but there are 2-1 Doomer burnout favor. Let's see.
Alright, let's see. It's possible he could have adapted. Let us see. EighthGate is one for having a very surprising adaptable nature in the clutch.
Seems to be that way. We're finally getting a 3C to go.
Damn, that's a nice confirm.
Running a lot more aggressive pressure. Fearless DP gets blocked, unfortunately. It's insane. We've seen the tide of the set so far going back and forth like a pendulum at this point. EighthGate taking a bit of a... Well, let me not speak too soon. We're back to the corner again. Roll reversal on the cycle situation. We're sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 blocks of grid. Whole stick of butter.
That's so much grid.
The cycle. We're out the corner. To keep yourself safe with the EX Fireball. Door card, be confirmed. Neither of them are going to give it up without a fight. One of them got to get their run back against Wash. Ooh, aware of the Fireball, probably tries to parry it. Or parry whatever EighthGate's advance would be after the fact. Unfortunately, the Fireball kills him for it. Little Fireball wars going on. Akatsuki's just a bit faster though. Whiff DP into TK Fireball. Oh, what a confirm, holy shit. Ooh, CS for the extension. Here we go with this. Just enough for a bar. Back to the corner. One touch now. One more interaction for EighthGate to take this to the final round of the set. I believe we're tied now.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh my damn. Burnout, hang on.
Who's gonna get their run back?
Someone's gonna get the run back against Tidal Spike. Will the wave crash down? Or can we ride the wave to the championship? Damn, that sounded nice. Let's see.
Wonderful words, and we're seeing EighthGate might be the one taking control of the tide right now. Let's see. Okay, massive confirm sitting on good chain shift. Might be enough to end with meter. Up, not to. Ooh, caught in by the vacuum effect on Nanase's DP. His turn's not over yet. Ends it with EX Fireball. Looks like match point burnout favor. Ooh, insane poke. The range on that 2C is massive. Eats the Fireball. Good tech. Whiff throw, no punish. Oh, a DP on the disc setup. Crazy. The way he was talking about it earlier, you thought he might have want to implement one of those washed maneuvers. Up back past the Fireball. And these DPs from out of nowhere, takes him straight back to the other corner? Oh, nope. Sex forward gets him out of that situation. Roll reversal right here. Chain shift, get himself some meter. Close to 200. Burns it for the EX Fireball. Doesn't get his turn off of it, unfortunately, as EighthGate spends his meter for his own turn. Gets the 6B Fireball confirmed. Won't be enough to kill, not enough meter. Gets him the cycle as he ends the route a little bit early. Good blocks. Looking like we're entering Celestial here. He won't even need it. This looks like this kills right here. And that is set. 3-2. Another amazing set. Really nice.
Eighth, you fucking scared me, man.
You're
scaring me, man.
Damn.
Oh my god. Good games, man.
Chat, game, set, match, point, decision. Ooh, Burnout. Looks like I'm going to be calling your second Grand Finals contest, oh boy. Execution, hey, what's going on? We're not running exhibitions just yet, my friend. We still have business to finish up. You came in just in time, actually, to watch the grand finale of Iacon. How you doing tonight? right, let's get ready to get you guys set up. All right, EighthGate, go ahead and join in the Matcherino. Burnout, you can also hop in that Matcherino when you can. There in the link in the doodaddles. And Tidal, same. Do we wear the Carmine? He's not on Carmine today. He's on his Akatsuki journey.
He's not really feeling confident in the Carmine pick today. Which, honestly, if you've been off the sticks for some time...
Motherfucker's asking about the Carmine like I'm a Carmine player.
I mean, hey, you were a Carmine player for a while.
No, okay, I am, but he's difficult. He's like really difficult.
Carmine is your most played character on this account.
He is.
Oh, you see, I didn't know that.
I'm still a Carmine man. I'm just like definitely not confident with someone as technical like that.
He's on the far side route playing high, doing evil things. You know how.
No, I'm not. No!
JK, we're a humble Akatsuki punch kick merchant, son. That's what's going on right now. Or is he an ogre main? Find out next time.
I'm running that invincible color, bro. You already know what the play is.
Oh shit.
Hey, that might be the power boost. You never know.
That shit is the power boost, bro.
And chat, I shit you not. Color zen boosting is a thing. You pick the right colors when you need it, it does work.
I should have did a color swap. You're so right. Oh my god.
You remember that time period where every single Akatsuki player was running the squish color?
Yes.
Like, they lose a couple matches, and then you think they're switching characters, but no, they just put on the switch color.
I need... that's what I need. That's what I need.
I think we're coming up on Grands, right?
Yep, that is where we are at now. Alright, we'll go ahead and make sure you guys are all up in here and good to go. Alright, we're going to get ready to pop bets in execution. Get ready to sit back and chillax. Chat, grand finals. She dawns on the land once again. In the winner's position, we have one of the reigning fighters of PCF, Pockets Crossing Fate. Exclamation point Pockets Crossing Fate, mind you, for the homie. And one of our constituents for tonight. We have Tidal Spike, better known as I'm So Washed.
No,
and
we gotta see this, though.
In the loser's position, oh no, you're good. I'm trying to sell it. We have one of the contestants of the endgame, one of the trio of Iacon City, former CL master, Akatsuki.
Who the fuck has ever said that in their life?
Me. Patent pending.
Patent pending.
We have Burnout Doom making it do what it do to bring Judgment Day. Will he be able to prove that Washed is washed, or will Washed be able to ride the wave to the title? Let's make it do what it do in Iacon 5's endgame.
Kind of spitting. We saw this matchup earlier on in the bracket. It was 3-1 Wash favor, but it was pretty close though. Actually, every single game, for the most part, really went down to the final round, and we got to see both of them display really solid pressure and really patient defense. So, wondering if Burnout can bring the bracket reset, and it's a long road, but bring it back, or if Washed will stay on his path to one-sided dominance as Hilda, and it's starting to look like it. Both of them sitting on nearly 200 meter. Tatsu couldn't go.
Alright chat, bets are up now. Bets and predictions. I repeat, bets and predictions are up now.
And that's game 1 of the set.
No! Hilda goes up. The first match on the board. But we start the process of adaptation. And we got to figure out how he can get in there. Akatsuki's always have a way to get in there. It's just how we're going to get in there. Against an aware Hilda and her delicious bootin', so to speak.
You know, really long and winding road for Akatsuki. Not having a traditional dash, so, you know, while it is a little bit awkward to get in there, he does have that initial dash speed to help him get in there, and some fireballs that help represent his game plan. And charge fireballs, deleting projectiles, it's a nice touch, along with, you know, solid parries and mirrorless DPs to take his turn back if he actually gets locked down. It's only a matter if your opponent will let you do that and not read you for it, though. Counter hit for the what's it? The skewer? The spike? Down spike. Carry set up here, washed on his way to a perfect in game 2. Still, the Roomba commands a lot of respect in the neutral game here. Often trying to fight for space, you find yourself on the back foot, trying not to get clipped by that and put in a casket.
Alright, chat, place your bets and predictions. You guys need to start gambling. Earn your channel points. The more channel points you earn, the more things you can do. Bet on whom you think is going to take Iacon number 5. Either way, a brand new champion is going to dawn on the land. It's just, is it going to be an Akatsuki player, quote unquote, or is it going to be a Hilda player?
I want to bet my money on the humble punch kick merchant, but Hilda.
Damn, that was a nice call out.
Insane call out. Insane advantage too. Health lead, meter lead. Oh, if we could just get one of those confirms to go.
Oh my god, no, he needed that confirm. Oh my gosh, that was not good.
He's still got a lot of health to work with. He can afford a couple more gambles.
He can.
Just lost the cycle too. Smart Steer getting to close out the cycle for Wash and getting an insane advantage on grid. Invalid combo. Oh my god, is this gonna kill? I didn't even consider that.
Is that gonna?
Wow.
Oh my god. I shit you not, I didn't even know that was gonna kill. That's so much damage.
My mind was on the fact that the combo dropped. It was invalid, so I'm like, well, maybe he'll end it, get some Oki guess per game, but
yeah, but I guess no, he did the math somewhere in that. It's like, no, if you just keep going here, this is actually gonna kill, even if it's not real, quote unquote. No, that death is real. I'm sorry.
I'm saying
that is, we're in trouble, but we believe.
Ooh. Ooh, a little step dash his way to the Hilda teleport. Not enough to get there. It's okay though. Got Hilda blocking, got him right where he wants. Ooh. Grabbed out of his pressure. Punished for trying to throw out the parry. Gambling isn't working out so much. It's okay though. Punish the bloom. Straight to the corner. Getting on a lot of meter. Something not to confirm and tries to parry, gets killed by Roomba. Ooh. It did not kill chat. Oh. Was that Susie catching the startup of the fireball?
I want to say it was, because he spaced himself enough to where the startup of that move would be able to whiff punish it before the travel time of the orb was able to connect.
Right. It's really tough to. You would think a character like Hilda constantly throwing mids at you and forcing you to dash block would lose a cycle more often, but it's a really tight race often.
You're not wrong. I knew she was kind of sort of the queen of spacing, but this is insane.
It's a really tough one. You hold the Roomba, you eat the high low.
Damn. I got visually mixed. It's just like, wait, is it gonna go high, low? Because this is like both coming at the same time. This might be a real 50-50.
You wouldn't be wrong, actually. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, does that and that?
Damn, I got hit.
You and me both. Holy.
I clearly got hit. So yeah.
I really thought that was gonna be a mid with that delay.
No.
That is a 3.
There's a couple of options where there's like a gap, but that's it. It's you have to pray he chooses those options, and then like you can do like DP or whatever, EX parry maybe, but.
Well, congratulations to Tidal Spike on So Watched for winning tonight's Iacon.
Indeed.
That is the 3-0 scenario. As the next Iacon champion is crowned, and it ends on Chapter Falling Pain via the Hilda aficionado. I'm so washed, Mr. Tidal Spike. Congratulations, my man.
You certainly earned it.
Absolutely. Damn, this makes what? This makes what? Fade Friday's event you won. Now my event. Did you win Fade PCF too? Because if so, I think you might be on your way to having like a good triple crown. GG's, good games indeed, Chris. Let me go in here. Let me get you guys set up and paid while we are here. Let me know what you guys want for your top 8 graphic, and I can go ahead and I can get to work on that later on tonight. I think I have a pretty good idea about what everybody played for the most part, but in case you guys wanted something different, let me know.
Just don't put my sorry ass Byakuya up there.
Put his Byakuya up there. Hell no, put his Byakuya up there.
No,
Put his Byakuya up there.
He only played Byakuya one time, though.
Well, technically I played him twice.
It's not about the quantity, it's the quality.
The quality was awful.
Where it really came down to it.
I think I had a good shot if I stayed on phone up.
Honestly, yeah, I was thinking so.
Phone on it is. I have just the art I can make for phone on. Oh, I got you. So let me sit up. And then once I get you guys paid out, Wash, let me know who you would like to raid. So while I'm sorting this out, let me also go over that. So the winner of the IaconBattleCircuits, they get to decide who it is that I get to raid because it is your program that you won. Let me know what type of commission you'd like me to make you, because I can say, like I said, I can do the banner commission that comes also with the championship incentive clause. It can be a banner for either like your Twitch or Twitter, maybe YouTube, or any social media that you have that you may favor. I'm going to give you the role in Iacon shortly for Iacon Champion. Hang on. Your name will flash white real quick. There we go. And now you should appear also on the side over here with the whole patriarch of Iacon champions here to the brand. As soon as I can make sure this is complete though. And all you guys that did show up and churn out today, I appreciate getting the chance to host all you guys today. Want to also thank my co-commentary team here with NoirKami and with Burnout Doomer. Like I said, feel free to follow them on their social medias, which you guys can post it on in the chat here. That way, everybody here can follow you guys.
I think it's my first time commentating. It's a little difficult doing it on my own, for sure. But it's something I could definitely like warm up to, get some more practice doing. Probably do it on my own stream or something.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Always. Oh, you guys have great synergy, and it's good. It's nice when you guys bounce like your energy off of each other.
Yeah. Let's see.
It was pretty fucking funny running like match between. It's like, okay, back to you, Kami, and then like running the bracket match. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
It was almost every game back and forth. It was like, okay, my turn.
Literally.
Your turn.